This is the A-30 controller. It's a voltage monitor module. I'm adapting it for use on the Ryobi LiFePO4 conversions to retain limp home mode. This shuts off the deck before the battery turns off the discharging due to low voltage, so you can drive back to the charger. If you see down here, there's a couple of buttons. One is for setting, one is for entering the setting. Under here you can see 3 screws. That's 3 out of 6. To get it open, take a small screwdriver and pry along the seam of the unit to pop the cover off. You'll hear it snap loose. So that's the insides of the controller. Actually, this is the top. I've already kind of pre-made my harness for hookup. The first one's going to be the power wire, which is green wire. That'll come from the factory gauge. You'll splice into that wire. It's going to connect to 2 different places. It's going to connect to the power terminal. And to the voltage plus terminal. Then the ground wire, which is going to go to the ground wire on the gauge also, will go to the middle terminal. Like that. And then these 2 terminals are the common and normally open terminals of the relay. We will be hooking the blue PTO wire to these 2 terminals. So I've made me some blue wires to go to it. It doesn't really matter which one goes where. So you'll have a blue wire there. You can put your cover back on and snap it into place. Okay, now I've got the unit connected to the mower. You can see this is the original blue wire going to this connector right here. I put my blue wire on there, connected it up here to my other blue wire. So basically it's in series to the switch. The black wire is connected to the black gauge wire, and the green is connected to one of the green gauge wires. Here's the actual wiring diagram. This is the setup sheet that I found and downloaded off the internet. This is the sequence you go through to set it up. First is the upper limit, then the lower limit. Voltage correction we don't use. LED goes off time. I'm not using that. And switching the upper limit on to the upper limit off. We aren't using that. So basically we're just changing the upper limit and lower limits. That's the battery voltage as the mower is turned on. The first press of the set button We're going to set it at 50 volts. So you come over here to the enter button, 4, 5. Press the set button again. It'll move down to the next digit. We want to change that to 0. The next one, you can change tenths of a volt. I'm trying to keep it simple and just going with 50 volts. Push the set again. Now we're at the lower limit setting. So we're going to want to set that at 48 volts. These are kind of experimental settings, so setting it at 48 volts, which should be about 10% of the battery left. So that's set. Go here. 6, 7, 8 volts. Press the set button again. There's the tenths of a volt. This is the voltage correction setting. We aren't going to do anything with that. This is the setting for the display to turn off in a number of minutes. So we got it set for 0, so it'll always stay on as long as the key's on. And then this changes it from the relay, from how it functions from high and low settings. We want to leave that alone. On high is what we want to do. Press it again. It goes back to battery voltage. Everything is set. You can turn the key off. Turn the key back on. And you'll see that it's 52.4. You can't hardly see it, but there's a little light under this little dot right here. And it's showing green. That means the relay is on and the deck will run. When the voltage gets below 48 volts, the deck will automatically cut off. And you should be able to drive it back to the charger, charge the mower up. Once the voltage hits above 50 volts or above, you'll be able to turn the deck back on. This is how I decided to mount the unit. Heavy duty Velcro on the back. Put the Velcro there. Stick it on. And it works. And thanks for watching my video.